Because I think it's a key issue.
That's right. I remember growing up
Yes.
going to school.
Yes.
In those
Even
days,
my
we had
days,
that.
yes,
You
we
understand?
did that.
We
Because
had
I'm
that.
not sure your time.
Yes, we did it. I'm serious. I'm saying yes, we did.
You know,
Okay.
We did it.
but the other issue she talked about money is not increment of salary
That's
will
it,
not
so-
reduce.
right.
It
That's not
won't,
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey,
Hello?
No, we do appreciate that a whole lot of people want to be involved in this,
yes.
but let's take it, let's reduce the
Volume,
TV set
yes,
and
very important. Hello? Hello, are you there? Can you just please turn down the volume of your TV set, please? Turn it down totally. All right, what is your name?
Your name,
We can
sir?
hear you, your name.
Yeah, this is the phone from Lagos. I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay.
Okay.
Concerning this issue, what I can say is that concerning what I'm talking about now happened to my fiancé a few months ago. But what I want to say is that the way people dress, it matters a lot. Firstly, the second issue, the kind of friends you make, it matters a lot. And the way you do in your India, the way your parents interact at home, it matters a lot on me. The one I want to do, concerning maybe BlackBerry and Facebook, it also matters a lot about all these girls nowadays and our guys nowadays. Some people will be thinking now they will be chatting on Facebook, on Twitter, so many other applications. You understand?
Yeah.
So from there, they get their number, they get their self number, they contact themselves. The person you don't know, you stand, I want to visit this person. You do know his mind. You do know where he's all about.
Okay.
You just stand, you don't know him before. You just stand, you say you want to go and visit him or her.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. David, you made your points. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much
So that
for
we can give room for other people
Yes.
quickly.
Cool.
You heard what he said?
Yeah, I heard what he said about the dressing.
Yeah.
Please, again, I would like to call on us, on we all as Nigerians. We need to really dissect this thing. We should not be in a hurry to just cluster these things into one. When you're talking about rape or sexual abuse, divide the victims into about 3 categories. The very young victims, the young children, stroke young adults, adults, and then the elderly. You know, you can argue this issue of indecent dressing with adults.
Yes.
You can argue that
Yeah, adults.
to a
Yeah.
large extent.
Not grammars.
But not for grammars
Yes.
and not for children.
Yes.
You cannot. How would your 5-year-old, how would my 9-year-old child dress to attract a 45-year-old man, a 60-something-year-old man, even her own father,
Okay.
for the father to say, my daughter is enticing me?
Yeah.
We need to take, because part of the reasons why victims of rape or other sexual offenses don't come out, including children, is because we put the blame at their doorstep.
Yes. Yeah.
A child of under 16 cannot give consent. That is what the law says.
That's what it says, yeah.
So you as an adult, even if a 13 or 14-year-old, you know our girls grow very fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if a 13-year-old girl comes, or 14, and she's in secondary school, you are the class teacher, comes shaking her body in front of you, you as an adult, the law expects you to know better and tell her, can you please go back and dress well? It's not for you to say, because she shook herself in front of me, so I grabbed her.
tempted.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
No. A child below 16 cannot give consent. The law, that's the law as of now, until it changes.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello, we can hear you.
Hello, I'm calling from Malava.
Okay.
Okay, what is your name?
Your
I'm
name?
Benny.
Okay.
Okay.
Dennis from Alaba. Go ahead, sir.
My contribution is that in terms of children, there's never somebody from outside, a stranger cannot jump into your house and rape your child.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's the people with you. It's the people that are close to you, that are close to your children that can rape your baby.
Yeah.
And in that situation as a mother, I believe these people that have servants at home, male servants, You cannot be able to leave your female children with them.
them.
To start it all. In your home, have to evacuate anything that will bring you get destruction to your female children. In terms of adults, there's a paper that I read recently. A dear, Leo the dear to the parents, later. Why am I saying it? You know, when you up to age that is in secondary school, you start talking to her, telling her, don't hide anything for that day. Never not to make mistakes. Telling that at this stage you are, because you're developing fast, there's some evil people around you that can be able to dominate you because psychologically the girl is down. It's down to the problem.
Thank you
Dennis.
so much, ma. You made your point. Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, the issue she talked about was about who will leave our, it brings us, who will leave our children with. It's the same thing I talked about, access and opportunity. You know, we need, it's not just the houseboy. Please, we shouldn't be narrow, parochial in our thinking. We need to actually go wider. If not, we are still endangered. We are still endangered because the thinking is okay if you have a monkey at home, you don't keep bananas because the monkey will eat the banana.
Yeah.
You understand? But there are some, like I said, the father. Can you do away with that particular monkey?
That's the issue. That's the issue.
Can you do away with that particular monkey?
Yes.
You can't do away with that particular monkey. Do you understand? Or do we as women start being suspicious of all our husbands?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's about some checks and balances. So the houseboy says, I agree with her. If you have all daughters, why should you? The same thing with boys too. If you have all boys, why should you? Because boys too are also
being raped,
endangered.
yes.
If you speak to some young men, their first experience of sex was an abuse by an older woman, an auntie or a cousin or a maid in the house. So the same doctrine applies to even boys. So let's not be thinking it's just the girls alone. You understand?
Yeah.
So the question we should ask ourselves, which if we answer honestly, we will protect ourselves and our children, is who has access to my children?
Now, that brings me to a question.
In the home.
Madam, where a mommy or a daddy will introduce even a friend or a family
As
member
uncle.
as uncle, as a brother. Well, how do we go about that? Do we just tell them who is your
Exactly.
uncle, who is your brother?
It's not just in terms of introducing human beings, even in terms of body parts. A lot of parents are not comfortable discussing sexuality issues with their children. And that's the problem. That, like I said, you can't give what you don't have. If you're not comfortable, then look for someone who is comfortable to help you talk. Because when you start, like you bring up a child, you keep saying, the bomb bomb, the bomb bomb, the bomb bomb. Come on, the child must know the various parts of the body.
Yeah.
This is the vagina, this is this. And as age appropriate, I tell people, right from age 3, 4, you can discuss some of these issues with your child in an age appropriate manner. If a child is 4 or 5, know how you say it and couch it. It's different from the way you talk to a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old. But the important thing is you are sending some message. One of such messages you should give a 2, 3-year-old child is, for instance, what you call good touch and bad touch. Eh? You can find a way of saying that. Good touch, bad touch. If uncle touches you like this, it's a bad touch. If auntie touches you this way, it's a good touch or a bad touch. Do you understand? We need to be able to. So it's not just the maids or the houseboys. Cousins, like you said, you introduced. Why should we, especially in our society, we call everybody uncle, uncle, and no, it's not uncle. Good morning, Mr. Peter. Good morning, Miss this. Uncle should be your daddy's brother or your mommy's brother. Eh?
Not because he came from the same village.
Not because he came from the same village or because he's an older person.
Yes.
It's not just even the same village. Even any older Uncle Michael, good morning. He's not an uncle.
So, okay, quickly, let's look at there's a book you have here called Sexual Violence in Nigeria. Maybe you need to talk about it.
Well, it's a book we just came out with. Actually, we're actually planning to launch it officially. But it's brought out what one of the commentators talked about. You understand? Which is that in most cases, it's not a stranger outside. And it also agrees with what we said here. What the professor said in Benin, what I said, that in fact, in about 95–96% of sexual violence cases, like I said, rape is just a form of sexual violence because there's defilement, there's incest, and all of that. in any form of sexual violence, in most cases of sexual violence, the perpetrator is known to the victim.
Thank you so
we
much,
need to teach them some of these, our children, some of these prevention tips. You know, like our teenagers, you go out in a group for a party, you open a drink, you go to the toilet.
No worry, we're going to, our partner Chuk says, is going to bring it back. Definitely. So, because this one, a topic we can
just finish in one edition. Yeah.
So on that note, I want to say thank you
very much
for coming on our program.
We
hope that you're going to come back because Chooks really wants to.
You need to promise our viewers you will come back.
I'll be back.
All right. On this note, we're glad to have Mrs. Josephine Efua. On set. All right, then we'll be here next week. It's rape prevention we're talking about. And remember that Security 247 is open for sponsorship and adverts. You can just call us on 080-2370-1175. And keep adding us on a BB pin. It's 29598892.
Yes, I think we had fun talking about this. But the truth of the matter is that we are making a point here.
Yes.
We need to be serious.
Serious about this issue.
As family too, we need to take our family, what we call the family value up. Okay. We need to take it to another level.
Yes.
So on that note, I'm going to say, see you next week. By special grace of God.
All right.
When it comes to safety and security issues, your choice station and program to watch is Security 247 on Lagos Television. Anchored by renowned experts and professionals, Security 247 is to inform and educate you on those essential tips and details bordering on security and safety issues and concern. Security 247 is safeguard and security, now showing on Lagos Television, channel 256 on DSTV every Saturday from 1:30 p.m. to 1:55 p.m. Do stay tuned.